Paddy McGuinness has backed the Mirror's petition to save NHS dentistry and make it fit for the 21st century. Taking to social media on Friday night, Paddy shared a link to the Mirror's petition with the BDA and told his Twitter, X, followers, "I've just signed." The original post from the BDA featured a clip of the Top Gear host on Thursday night's episode of Question Time and the caption, "Thank you at Paddy McGuinness. You really didn't get it wrong. You captured the absurdity of a system that's fueling a crisis hurting millions." The PM promised to restore NHS dentistry. "We're still waiting. Sign and share this petition to Rishi Sunak." The tweet has now been shared with Paddy's 575,000 followers. During his time on the BBC programme, Paddy talked about his family's dentist woes. Informing the Question Time audience, Paddy said, "Funnily enough, my dad did that. He took his own teeth out because he couldn't get a dentist appointment. This is a few years back, so I know that firsthand. But as a child who was terrified of going to the dentist, I've got to congratulate the government for getting people queuing up. People can't wait to get into the dentists now." The Mirror, along with Tom Thayer and the BDA, have launched a petition calling on Rishi Sunak to properly fund NHS dentistry, so everyone who needs care can secure it, and to scrap the failed contracts forcing dentists out of the NHS and rebuild a service with prevention at its heart. The petition currently has over 104,000 signatures since launched just 2 days ago. The government's own figures shows that 12 million people are unable to get NHS dental treatment, Mr. Thayer writes on the petition's site. While nearly half our kids are no longer getting regular NHS checkups. The government has just announced a new plan that's meant to encourage dentists to see new patients. But the money they've offered to fund it is less than half what's already being scraped out of dentists' budgets, and dentists like me can see straight away that it's not good enough. It won't stop dentists leaving the workforce or help the millions who can't get care. He continues, "Dentistry isn't a nice-to-have, or an optional extra. The oral health gap between rich and poor is widening. Tooth decay remains the #1 reasons a child will end up in hospital. Day in, day out my colleagues are seeing scenes that belong in the Victorian era. Simply because they can't get an NHS appointment. None of this is inevitable. This is a wealthy 21st century nation. This is all the result of choices made in Westminster." Rishi Sunak ran for the leadership on a promise to restore NHS dentistry. His ministers have set out big ambitions but offered little more than sticking plasters. Join me, the British Dental Association and the Mirror in telling him that deeds need to match words. You can join the thousands adding their name to the rallying call and sign the petition online, just like Paddy. BBC Question Time viewers were left impressed with Paddy after he gave a Tory MP some tough questions on the TV show on Thursday night. The Top Gear host humorously conveyed his opinions, leaving fans to suggest he should enter politics. During a discussion about supposed missed contributions to the NHS, Paddy hit back at Mr. Daly. He joked, "Lucky for me, most people know I'm not here for my great political brain. But that didn't stop Boris Johnson, so that's all right," said Paddy. As Paddy's strong challenge continued, he remarked, "For me, James, you saying to Wes that Sir Keir Starmer is doing anything to get a vote is a bit rich coming from a Tory, let me tell you." We're still waiting on the £350 million a week Boris Johnson promised us for the NHS. While Mr Daley tried to defend the party, a dissatisfied Paddy pushed further questioning. Well, where is it? Why is the NHS on its knees if it's here? Why are they going on strike, nurses and doctors, if it's here? Where is it? Question time. Viewers shared their approval for Paddy's robust line of inquiry, with many expressing their thoughts on social media. One fan praised him, saying, "Who knew Paddy was this good with politics? Like him even more," while another posted, "Go on at Paddy McGuinness, tell 'em straight." One person took to Twitter and wrote, "Why the hell hasn't Paddy McGuinness at Paddy McGuinness been on #BBCQT before now? Bloody brilliant." Another fan said, "Why is Paddy McGuinness the best person on this panel? #BBCQT, while another commented, "OMG, Paddy McGuinness going after the Tories. Big applause #BBCQT. Another tweet read, "Paddy McGuinness for PM." Many fans enjoyed Paddy's jibe at former Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Several quoted him saying, "I'm not here for my great political brain." But that didn't stop Boris Johnson on Twitter, showering praise on the dad of three. An elated viewer wrote, "Paddy McGuinness telling some truths tonight on #BBCQT," as they shared a clip. They continued their tweet, saying Starmer will say anything to get into power is a bit rich coming from a Tory. Especially after Boris Johnson can't beat a northerner. On his Instagram stories before the BBC show, Paddy told his fans he was absolutely shing himself before joining the panel and filming the political programme. "You've got to do it though, if you care about things you've got to do it," he said. Anyhow, it's on at 10:30 p.m. tonight. Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.